Welcome to Date with DANU right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today we are going back in time and speaking about some great times on stage. Welcome to the show. It's going to be one fabulous one.
Hi, I'm Dalreen. I'm so happy to be with you tonight as it is a very special evening for me as I enjoy DANU. He's great fun and I enjoy being on this show, A Date with DANU.
Hi, I'm Pieris. I'm a musician. I have a band called Miraj and I'm the band leader. We have been having the band for about 35 years and we play in night spots and we entertain so many people. And I'm here to go on a date with DANU.
My name is Benji Ranabahu, and I've been in the music scene for the past 45 years or maybe more. Been enjoying every minute of it, like entertaining people, and been traveling a lot to many countries. At the moment we are still playing and I'm with the band Miraj, and I'm looking forward to have a good date with DANU.
Well, regarding DANU, I have heard a lot about him and I have seen him on TV and he's very interesting to listen to him and the unique character.
But I really like this guy DANU, He's so much fun, especially his laugh. Even when I'm at home and I watch him on TV, I laugh with him because his laugh is so infectious. So I wish him well. I wish him all the very best in life. He's someone whom I admire and someone who we will see in the big name, in the bright lights, somewhere around the world. Good luck to you, DANU.
Yeah, DANU is a great guy because I've been knowing him for some time and having fun, because when we play I can see him walking in with a lot of chicks and a lot of guys and having a good time there. And then when he sees me, he says, "Hi Benji, how are you?" And I say, "Yeah, we are playing here." Then he's there and I'll say, if you take Park Street, he's been sitting out. I say, come in. Yeah, I will come in, but I don't see him in, but he's having a good time out, having good fun with him. Been enjoying, and I'm looking forward to have a chat with him.
All right, so today the show is all about music and more music. I have the three people who have performed on many stages, not only here but across the world in many places. I'm happy to have Donald. I wanted to say Ronald McDonald. Then we have Benji and we have Dalreen. So, Donald, to start things off, you went to Benji's house to rehearse.
Yes.
Then you were playing what?
I was playing drums.
And you were supposed to focus on the
Drums.
drums. What did you focus on? Benji's sister.
These things happen,
That is true. I totally understand. How was it though, this whole, when you had to break the news, when did the love start quietly?
Really, we had a show. We used to practice at Benji's.
Right.
And there was
And Benji innocently is inviting you home and saying, please come, Machan,
I
let's
think
practice.
Benji knew about it, I think.
Let's ask Benji
Benji's
afterwards.
too smart for that. So we had a show and we were playing on that day. And those days we used to wear full jackets, even for anything we used to wear full suit. And so I was sweating a lot. So after the show, when we came back, we didn't have vehicles, so we were just walking. Then she offered to carry my jacket.
Oh.
So that's how everything
That's how
started.
it all started. So Benji, what is the real version?
The real version was, I didn't know Donald. I knew his brother.
Ayyo, this is getting more of a twist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I used to visit his place because his family, I knew the brothers. And then we had a little band going on at our area, that's Motu All. So we were big fans of Dalreen's at that time. Because we were from St. Benedict's College and Dalreen was
From Good Shepherd.
Good
Right.
So then me and my friend Tony De Silva, he's not here, he's in States. So we were rehearsing, we didn't have a drummer because there was no one who could drum for us, and we needed a drummer. So then Donald's brother said that, my brother, he plays drums. And then we went to visit his brother, we went to Donald's place, and then we saw the set of drums. Then we thought, okay, we'll try him out. And so we asked Donald to come to our place. Of course, the drum set was brought in a taxi at that time because we didn't have any other transport. And then we wanted him to try on a song where you get a lot of drums at that time.
Right.
A song called Wipeout. I still remember. So now Tony and I said, we see how he's going to drum. Tony and I and another guy called Jayant Adais. And now we played our parts and we came for the drum solos. My gosh, he played everything. So then we thought, yeah, he's good. And somehow, anyway, we clicked and we got it.
Impressing times.
Yeah. And then I noticed another thing. Now we'll come to the point. Then where we practiced in that room, and we had partitions really.
Right.
And it was wooden. So when we were practicing, I saw a little hole and an eye I can see from where I was playing the guitar.
Oh my God.
It's a real story, yeah?
Was it an eye hole?
I don't know, but I could see an eye. Just like I could see it from my side. Then after practices, I went to the other side of the room and I just kept my eye there. It was focused on the set of drums. Then I knew there was something going on.
There was a hole made on
and
the
then
part.
I closed it.
You all closed the hole?
I put a piece of paper. That I was stuck a piece of paper. And that was it. But next time again at practices, the
hole was there.
And I saw that. So then I knew I just kept quiet.
You ignored the obvious.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I could say.
Nowadays, of course, if there's a hole, nobody's going to put the eye and wait. Things have really changed now.
So that's how I could say that it happened.
But y'all were all hitting on Dalreen.
Yeah, because we were actually, at that time, we had this thing. Dalreen was
famous that
very, very. And
so
she
it's
was,
a big thing for
and
us to know.
now she said, and she was looking like for us. She
Goddess.
was a kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So we somehow wanted to back Dalreen, and we thought we'd get a chance. I don't know, we got that chance.
That's
And
amazing.
since then we know Dalreen. That is early 70s.
Well, that's amazing. Dalreen, we are going to be speaking more about this and so much more on the show. Stay tuned for some amazing stories. But right now we have this game made possible by our friends at MasterCard, and it's called Tap and Go. Let's get on with that. Our friends at MasterCard make this segment possible. We walk away with one of these amazing gift boxes. But the competition is very simple. If you know the answer, you've got to tap. Ready? Here we go. Very simple questions, huh? What was the Bloody Mary drink originally called? The bucket of blood? Tomato cocktail? Mary's sauce.
Mary's sauce.
Tomato cocktail.
Wrong. There's only one soda.
I tapped.
Now this one is all like ready to tap. Okay. What came first, the matches or the lighters?
Matches.
Matches.
No. The lighters. They were invented 3 years before the matches.
Really?
Oh.
What is the part of your body that never stops growing? Your options are nose, tongue, ears. Tap before you answer.
Yes.
Correct.
You know what I wanted to say?
What?
My boobs.
I don't think that's called growing.
It's growing.
What is the only muscle in your body that never gets tired?
Your mouth.
No.
Tongue?
Your
Brain.
Brain.
Oh, you knew it. What were you going to say? Don't tell me. Don't tell me some other thing that's going to shock me. Anyway, well done, I must say. To be very fair, you won the game. But to be kind, I would like to give all of you a gift.
Wow.
Simple
Thanks.
that way.
That's nice.
MasterCard really does make our lives so much more easier. Don't be bothered with, messing around with the card too much. You have to just tap and go, making life so much more easier. Transactions have never been this easy. All right, we need to say goodbye for this segment. We'll see you on the other side. Do stick around. This is A Day to Tell. Welcome back to the show. So let's go back to the 70s. 70s is still named as one of the best times for entertainers who wanted to perform, who wanted to shine, and not in terms of stardom, but people did come, sit, enjoy music. It was a good era. Tell me about the 70s. How was it? How were the nightclubs? How were the ballrooms? How were people dressed?
Well, we worked together at Little Hut at the Mount Lavinia.
Yes.
And it was house full. And to date, we have friends
Who
who
have
are
come.
from that era.
And were you able to like quickly slip into a car and run away, or were you stopped by fans? And
No, we had not come to that stage even then.
means the cars?
No.
Okay, but tell me.
But the people, those days, people came for the band,
Right.
not for the plays.
For the
Okay.
music.
And the difference is they knew about music, not like today. Today when you see at least 50% they don't know, but I'm sorry to say this, but they are with the band, and it's bands can't just sham and get away because you have to do your best. So that's the difference.
And you were always put together, well dressed.
Dress is, all the bands, when they walk into the venue, everybody knows that that's a band.
You all look the part,
Yeah.
like stars.
And we
Yeah.
were well treated by the hotel and the
Yeah,
management.
that's true.
So well treated, with respect. I remember, DANU, one time I was singing in one of the five-star hotels, and I had the GM call me like this. So I said, me? No, not me. I looked around. No one calls me like that.
Of
okay?
course.
Then I finished my set and I went behind and I said, excuse me, from tomorrow you use a service entrance. I said,
told
what?
you?
Yes. What? Then I resigned. Because
Yeah. Leave that. You need to respect yourself as a human to start.
not use the back entrance, and you cannot come from the main entrance. I said, why? I'm dressed properly. I'm decently dressed. People respect me. What would they say if they see me coming through the back entrance?
That is true. And what did he say?
He said, that's our new rule, because we have got some musicians who cannot live properly or dress properly, and they come and have their dinner and they mess up the tables and they're drunk. I said, don't treat everybody the same.
Of course.
And I gave my
And
resignation.
don't book them. Simple as
Yes.
that.
I told my two boys, excuse me, are you with me? I am not coming to sing here from tomorrow.
Onwards.
We are with you.
Now, let's go back in time. In terms of performances at that time, y'all had shows, y'all were booked always. Benji, how was it when you had to give a schedule to someone? Did y'all have time?
Really, we first see what a show is, like say what we have to do, like say if it's a kind of an open show and songs that will go down for the open stage. So we selected the songs we wanted to do, like say DANU sings Jump or
You
something.
should see Benji on stage.
My God, yeah, like wild.
Wild.
And then we try to do
Electric
things,
guitar and all, electric bass.
yeah, and we
But-
try to do things like where the crowd will come in
Just-
front and
Yeah. But people did dance and move. Now
Yeah.
people are a bit shy. None of those were there those days, was it?
That's the thing.
I-
Now you get a different crowd.
yeah, it's
Right.
a different crowd, and it was like if it's Western and how we do the show, how we start, we do a lot of Western music because we are a Western band. And if they ask for something local, we are also ready for it. That is at the latter stage of whatever.
The performance.
But today it's a bit different.
Now, when y'all used to perform and back Dalreen up, what were y'all called at that time?
Like when
the
Dalreen
band?
comes.
Initially, right?
No, actually, then it was really Donald, Tony, and me. It was a
Trio.
three-piece band
Three-piece
who
band.
then after we got to know Dalreen, we used to practice at Dalreen's place. Our main job was more than performing, practicing. That's where I think we...
Yeah, mastered the craft.
Yeah. So
But were you all called anything, or were you all called the Dalreen?
No,
No,
at
no.
that time we didn't have a
didn't have a
name.
name. Huh? We were just making
Only
up.
when we
Dalreen had come from, I think, abroad.
Vietnam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had come after
Yeah.
the Savage. Oh, you were,
Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam.
That time.
You
Okay.
performing
Savage was later.
later.
I have worked with every single top band in Sri Lanka.
Yeah. And to have a band
And-
name called Savage, that's savage.
Very good band. Man.
Super.
For me,
They were
that
the-
was the best band.
And we went to
Amazing.
Vietnam, and when they introduced the name as Savage, they used to not know where Sri Lanka is. Are you singing from coconut trees?
Let's get into a segment, and it's called Yes or No. A chance to win more things. Welcome back to the show. We are looking back at some good times, but for those who are actually living overseas, some of you might be, who might have seen them performing in their super young days with tight bell bottoms and the whole works.
Boots.
Boots.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beetle era.
Oh, wow. All right. Well,
Bootle and mini skirts and shorts. And
Oh, yeah, they are good. Dalreen.
good times indeed. All right.
Yes.
Before we get on with that, I really wanted to know this, how Dalreen chose the three-piece band that she worked with. How long did you all work together for as a team?
We didn't have a name at that time. I remember Dalreen had two of top musicians backing her. That was Surya Kumar, he is no more living, and Harris also is no more there, backing her. Then I don't know how I got into the scene. At that time, Donald was there and Tony were there. We were like
we went
not playing
right
together.
downtown
Right downtown finding. And that's how
looking for
Tony,
somebody.
yes,
And then we found
yeah. That's how I got in. And
Oh my
then I
God!
took,
You were a pickup.
yeah, you're right.
I think
Coming
that,
up the
that time I was playing with the
yeah,
experiments.
experiments.
And,
And
you
in-
were a pickup. They rode around town searching
Yeah,
for
yeah.
somebody.
And anyway, we got Tony was there, and Tony and Donald, because I knew Donald will say yes because he was involved with my sister.
Yeah. So
So
the
there
whole,
was- Yeah.
the whole helped. All right, let's get into this segment. All right, I'm going to ask you all a series of questions. If the answer is yes, show yes. If it's no, show no. Made possible by our friends here at Crystal Luxury Wellness. Here we go. The questions go like this. Have you ever made out with a complete stranger without even knowing he saw her name in your days during the band? I expected yes from Benji. Yes.
Benji has always been the naughty one.
Have you ever kept a dirty habit from your partner? No. I like you, Benji. Do you think that is important to be yourself at any given time? Okay. Is it possible to be in love with two people at the same time?
I have been in love with about 4 people.
So that's no. more than
Yeah, a handful. Do you think first impressions are important when you're in a public area?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever had a stalker?
Oh, yes.
No, these two have not. But have you all stalked people? God, this man, I'm telling you. Who was your stalker? You
Better
didn't
not.
marry them, right?
No way.
You didn't marry the stalker. But tell me about the stalker. Was he at least nice?
Well, this was in Germany.
Was he rich?
He was a rich doctor.
Ayyo, why did you let go of
Now
all of this, Dalreen?
wait
You-
to see what happened. I was going through my German classes, and he's riding a posh car, and I'm in the bus. He stood in cooking, come. At that time, I didn't know to speak German. All I know was 9. No.
No.
Anyway, somehow he stood at the bus stand and knew where I was getting down. And he says, I'm a dentist. can I have a look at your teeth?
You wanted to see his teeth. Yeah.
And I had very bad teeth because my parents had given me too much chocolates. at that
Okay.
time. So, anyway, we went out for coffee. Went out. Yes. And then I came back to Sri Lanka, and the guy followed me here.
Whoa.
Okay, I took him to a hotel, and
Straight to business.
no, not for that. For a meal. And what do you think he did? You know, we have our big.
I don't want to know what he did.
This serving trays. He thought that was the plates. He went. He took one with the chicken, put all into his plate. I thought, what type of a man is this? He's been starving, or what is this? And he says, no, because in Germany, when we have a dish like this, and nobody else is having it, they have it. One of the boys in the family have it.
Oh, right. So the buffet, nobody was eating that chicken.
Yes. Then the next day he went. He bought me a fridge. He bought me, only thing he didn't buy me was a car.
Wow.
This one has said, I don't want, and got everything.
No, there's no, yes.
Yeah, I saw.
No, but those, I was poor. I
that
still am poor.
All good artists are poor.
Yes.
That's how it works. But that's why you need to find a rich man who is willing to do your teeth and remove his teeth.
Dentist.
Datta Galavan. And you had all the chances.
I know, but money was not everything to me.
Ayo, but not
always.
when you needed the fridge, no.
I have never asked anybody
Anything.
for anything.
Now, where is he now? Is he amongst the living?
He's amongst the living.
You should give him a try.
He visits me for Christmas.
Give him a try and see.
That's news.
Nobody's going to touch base with Vietnam, no? Just all right, more questions. Okay. Do you ever feel jealous of people at times?
No,
Have you ever got on stage drunk?
I never drank.
Fine. Okay then. All right. Well done. Congratulations. It's hard for me to choose winners. I'm going to give this to Dalreen because, you know, Dalreen, you wanted it. You don't need it. You
I
look
need
gorgeous
it.
always.
I need it, dear.
For the fridge.
Can you believe it? After 50 years, that man is still calling you. I don't know what you did, but the impact is very strong.
No, I always wanted to go to Crystal, but I can't afford them.
Don't worry. I'm going to take you to Crystal. How would that be? I'll take you on a date to Crystal.
Oh, that will be lovely.
Superb. It's
It's
recorded
done.
here. I'm going to take you on the take you for a date there. But at the same time, I'm going to give you this. This is for you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Do stick around. This is a date with Dan. Welcome back to the show. So, in terms of performing, y'all have worked internationally as well, and y'all had gigs for like years, not 1 or 2 years. So, what was the longest sign-up y'all have had? So, y'all have been in the band together always?
Benji and I, yeah, we used to travel and used to play together.
Okay, and where were y'all signed up for the longest?
Longest was 9.5 months. We had an Italian agent, so
Okay.
he used to fix all the
Right.
venues. So we have played in Nairobi, Kenya, then Kuwait.
Kuwait.
That time bands were
Italy.
playing in Kuwait. Now they don't have. Then Venice, we played in Venice during
Lovely.
summer. That was lovely.
Lovely.
Then where else? Ben?
Yeah, then in Kuwait.
Kuwait, yeah.
Yeah.
Nairobi.
Dubai.
What was the favorite country? Where did y'all have the best time?
Best time in Nairobi, I think.
Yeah, Kenya.
Yeah.
And when y'all perform, do they know that y'all are from Sri Lanka?
Yeah, they get
Yep.
to know and they come. It was at the
Yeah.
International Casino. So that's where we met, what's his name? Tim
Rice. We met Tim Rice.
And
wrote?
what do they say? Like, are they like shocked over the fact?
They're
that-
shocked.
Really?
Little
We
island.
had a very good band because Priyanti, Raja Jalaluddin, both of us, and Harsha Makalanda on keyboards, and
Conrad
Conrad.
right now. He's now.
So y'all were like a
Yeah.
team to
Yeah,
kill.
it was,
Dalreen, you were also booked internationally. What were the countries that you have been performing?
A lot.
Oh God, it's a long list.
Start somewhere with you. That is the closest destinations.
I started with going to Vietnam. That was my first foreign tour.
And that's where you also recorded your album.
No, That was in Germany.
Germany. Oh,
Yeah.
you were hard to keep tabs, huh?
Then, but you know something, Danu, all these contracts, I never went behind anybody, even to get a booking.
It just
What
came.
is happening now in Sri Lanka?
If
you
you
just
look like
buy
you,
my-
you will get the bookings coming to you.
You give me a ticket, I'll come and sing free. I have
There.
never done that. Okay, then from, where was I? Germany. Then I went to Moscow. I sang at the Moscow Stadium for 80,000 people.
Wow.
And who was the rock band? Anyway, I can't think of their name now. And we all stayed in the same hotel. And then I went to another city in Russia, Kazakhstan. Then I did the Eastern Bloc, Hungary, Budapest, and I went to Warsaw. And it was a very sad place because I visited the concentration camps, right? And not only me, everybody was in tears. That there was some feeling there that if you ever get a chance, you just visit that place. Then I did the whole Eastern Bloc. Then I did India, which I enjoyed very much.
And you also performed for the army here.
Here,
Yeah.
I did one show.
But they were very much standing in full attention, I was told.
No. Listen,
I need to know the whole experience. Now, it was during the peak of the war, no?
peak of the war. Guess who I took as my companions?
Oh,
Kolu. You know Kolu? no?
Yes.
And Vanessa.
right.
We want to go, I'm going to cook for the army camp. So I asked, can I bring this? They knew Kolu and said, we came to Vavanier. Kolu, shivering.
Only
scared.
you will say Vavuniya as Vavuniya. Vavuniya. I was like, where in the world are we right now? So tell me, Vavuniya and Kolu was shivering.
Shivering.
Why?
Because we had to change the buses and the army took us over. Right? Indian, he was happy as good. Went to the camp.
You were
Kolu.
not scared during this time?
I was scared. And they frightened me saying that uncle is looking at you and they said. Anyway, we went early morning helicopter. But I have never seen Kolu so scared. But he did cook because they had only mungata
Right.
and rice every day. So he cooked a fantastic meal.
Right.
To
And they
date,
were
I haven't tasted the pol sambal like that. And then where was I? India. I went for 2 6-month tours to India, and that was the highlight of my life. Who was in the audience? Rishi Kapoor. Mr. Who's the main guy?
Amitabh Bachchan.
Amitabh
And you have a
Bachchan.
picture with him.
Yes, and
Yeah.
his wife.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you sort of look at him a little bit?
The wife was there. no?
So what?
I have never got hammered by a wife.
Hi-yo, Dalreen, I'm telling you. We need to get into a segment and it's called Hot Seat. We have some terrible questions. We'll find the answers. All right, so I have to speak a little bit about these questions. Now, these are all very tricky questions. Normally, we personalize an answer. I wanted to be nice to you all, and we're going to give it to all three. You all can answer individually, okay? The questions are common. Sohan, Noeline, Alston Koch, Raj Seniviratna, Minon Fernando. Who is your favorite male and female voice from the above?
Alston for sure is a male. And female, I like Umaria.
She's not even in this.
She's not there, but I do like her.
Umaria. Okay, but then there's, in this I have Noeline, Minon.
Noeline.
Okay. For you?
Alston and Noeline.
I like Raj and Noeline.
Right. If the three of you were to get together and form a band this very instant, what would you choose as its name?
What was your earlier name?
Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace.
No, not Amazing Grace. The other one, now present one.
Miraj.
Mirage. Nice name, no?
That's what you all have no right now. Okay, fine. You will be a singer for Mirage. Between the two of the gentlemen who are seated next to you, who had the biggest crush on Dalreen?
Maybe me.
We have been friends, you know. But I tell you, I have sung with all Benji's bands. All his bands. Right, Benji?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so Benji has had
He
a
went
crush.
to Doha,
Has
he
been
called
consistent.
me. He called me from there and got me over.
Ah. A voice you would like to bring back to Sri Lankan music? Sunil Pereira, Ronnie Leach, Desmond De Silva.
Sunil.
Sunil, yeah.
I like Desmond.
Can you, and if so, would you do it?
What?
What's the question?
Can you? If so, would you do it?
Yes, I would.
That means you can. Dalreen?
I don't know what it is, Danu.
Ane. Oh, please. Who do you think needed an immediate fashion police intervention during your days?
Police intervention.
No, fashion police intervention.
Fashion.
Nobody? Everyone looked good?
Everyone was looking good.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Who do you think needs it now?
I can't mention names, Danu.
But you know someone, no?
Yeah, I know.
Ane, just tell me.
I may know.
Just tell the first name, first word,
No.
first letter. Young or old?
My age. Older than me.
Older than you?
Yeah, a little bit older than
Then
me.
of course they can't change them now.
Can't change. They are way beyond
They,
change.
they have been just dressing bad from day one. Too bad, can't help it. Now, I wanted to ask you, tell me some of the good memories you all have, some of the biggest shows you all have performed for. As the three-piece band when you all were there.
Like,
Please, I don't know, but when we formed Miraj,
yeah.
our first show was
But CRNC.
at CRNC. We saw. I have never seen such a lot of people, at that time.
And I had a issue on that show because we had just come from abroad.
Right.
And
how
three
many years
bands,
were you all?
No, we were
No.
playing in 3 different bands.
Bands
in
and
Europe.
we formed,
And we came to Sri Lanka and formed Miraj.
This
one
band,
band,
okay.
yeah. So then I had a lot of guitars on stage and with a lot of lights. So there was a guitar at that time I had brought. It was Canada. The tuners were not on the top. It was behind, back.
Right.
So everyone used to come and look at this guitar. And I had accidentally said at Mount Royal Beach Hotel, that was at the Peacock, on the day of our show, I'm going to burn this guitar because that was like kind of just, I had said. And this word had gone round, like talk of the town, and they said that Benji is going to burn his bass guitar, and that was a very expensive guitar. And now everyone was asking me, and I couldn't say no.
Don't
Because-
tell me.
Yeah, so then, because now we had 2 keyboard players, Melanta and Kumar. And we had Kamal on guitar, Donald on drums, and me, and Hilmi was singing. He also drums, plays sax. So then we had a guy at Mount Royal. He was the artist.
Right.
So now I was thinking, and my son was very young at that time. He said, why not we make a guitar and we can do something with it. And the artist said, I'll make you the same guitar, I'll draw it out with a rigid form and then put how this guitar looks. And then you do what you have to do. So I knew Kumar plays keyboard bass. I said, okay, Kumar, now this is the plan. Now we were playing, it's a kind of magic, singing. So at the start, now the guitar has to be burned there.
Right.
So then the bands behind knew what was going on because to make it short.
Yeah.
So we made this cutout guitar, and for the neck, we had put a Roman candle at that time,
Right.
so that I can light it and send the fire from it, like it's going. And those controllers and all were done by those, at that time, SR, toothpaste, those
Right.
covers. And it really
okay.
looked a guitar, because the audience is in front and
And they can't see, so.
they can't see what's going on.
Yeah.
So then I started the song. I was not playing on that false guitar.
Yeah.
Kumar was playing the bass part, the line of bass. Then I went to a side and I got one of our sound guys to
Set it on fire.
set it on fire and like that, and I took it, and now I can't throw it in front. I took it and I just threw it behind where the other band was. And then I went inside and I took my other guitar and come. Now the bass is going on anyway. So they were not interested in that. They wanted to see what was happening to the guitar. And I came, then I started playing on it. And as soon as that was over, we played Jump. Then it was another thing coming on. And
I thought you threw it at somebody else and they
no,
got
no,
fire.
no, no, no.
But most thing that I used to do when they were on stage, when they used to announce me and I used to come, I used to fall over wires, disconnect all the things.
It was a common practice.
And Donald had an infectious laugh like yours, right? He kept laughing and he couldn't play.
Oh.
Those were good times.
We had
yeah?
good time.
But what was the song that you were known for, that you'll be requested always? Dalreen, please sing that
I'm
song.
a tiger.
I'm a tiger, yeah.
Why?
Yes, and one day they banned me from singing that on stage.
Why?
Because this is during the war.
I'm sorry.
So I didn't think about that.
Right.
Okay, I came, I'm a tiger, I'm a tiger. Oh my gosh.
And they thought you were endorsing.
Yes. No, because it didn't strike me that we were at war.
That clearly you were. And who told you to stop singing? The government.
No, I had a few
People
in the
say.
government, you better avoid that because that's not healthy.
I'm a tiger.
But I'm known for that song.
Can see that. Well done. Let's get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Welcome back to the show. I have to, when you do think about it, y'all were performing and having all of this during when there was the war happening, and security measures would have been really high. But how was the vibe here? Were people like in a mood to enjoy? But
Of course.
because people also needed an outlet, right, where they can go have a good time, and you know, there was so many misery around you. And you all have faced some of the hardest times, from the 83 riots to like all
And
types of
just after
issues.
we finished playing at this Mullaitivu camp, and as the plane took off, that camp was bombed. So our uncle
This
was
is when-
waiting till we went.
This was at that time when you went to perform at the camp.
Yes.
Scary, you know. And how was it for you all when you all had like big gatherings?
We were not here at that time. We were in Europe.
Right, okay, during the peak of all of
Yeah,
this.
Yeah.
Okay. And weren't you all worried about family at home and all?
We were worried, yeah.
That been very stressful.
Certain things we couldn't even believe, you know, saying that, you know, people were burnt inside the cars.
Because you all have left this country where everyone was
Yeah.
together. And especially Kotena, everyone was together.
Yeah.
Nobody bothered about the language they spoke.
Yeah.
But at my show in Madras, guess who was in the audience and requesting Sinhalese songs? Top LTT people. I had dinner with them because I had nothing like against
Anyone.
anybody.
Yeah. Music is something that's universal. Everyone,
Yeah.
you can sing in any language as long as you can enjoy it. Now, let's touch on the fact that you all had such long stints abroad. Now artists just dream about having those, especially from Sri Lanka. And you all were out for how long?
We were in Dubai for 13 years.
Okay, so that's you, him.
No, Benji was playing with another band in another hotel.
Oh, okay, in another country.
No, Dubai.
In Dubai itself, okay.
So we were there and we went in 1994 and we were there till 2007.
So when you all perform, like, do they look after? So you all stayed in the hotel,
Yeah.
and they treat you all really well.
Yeah, we got full board. Even our families got accommodation, everything. So
Right.
that was a very good contract.
Okay.
And the response was fantastic because really we used to go to Europe. On our way we used to play in Abu Dhabi for 1 or 2 days. So that time we were not interested in going to Dubai to play because they said you have to have a female singer. So we went to Abu Dhabi, played for 1 or 2 days, and we go to Europe and to do our contracts. That time Novotel was building their hotel in Dubai.
Right.
And the GM came and he heard the band. That time Now, when we went to Abu Dhabi, we took Noeline because Sri Lankans, they need a female singer. So we took her, and from there she comes back to Sri Lanka. We go to Europe. So like that. So this GM came there and heard the band. And he said, would you like to play in Dubai? He asked me. Then I said, we like to come and play, but we can't play because we don't have a female singer. Then he said, no, you don't need a female singer. So we were the only band who played in Dubai without a female singer. So we came and we were playing.
And also at that time, a lot of people were coming there to work, so they would have felt
Yeah.
at home with you all.
Another incident I must tell. That time Benji was with us, when we played in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Abu Dhabi
That's why
first.
you got the name.
That was the first lineup. We played
Noted.
Novotel, and there was a chef, the main guy. He was an English guy. So here that time, Middle East was famous for drivers and housemaids. I'm sorry to say this, but anyway. So this guy heard a band coming from Sri Lanka to play English. He said, must be a joke. He was, he
They
never
didn't know,
expected. But the thing is, we were playing in Europe and we came to Dubai. So we had all the up-to-date equipment,
Music.
everything. And we came and played, and he came and he got a shock. After that, he was promoting the band. So
Yeah.
it was, Dubai was we went down very well then. It was a mixed crowd,
Right.
and we had a nice time. That's why we stayed for 13
That is
years
true.
at the same place.
Yeah, Benji brought me over for 1 month and I stayed
Yes.
3 years.
Oh, wow, really? That's amazing. Well, it's always nice to like go back and look at things.
Because nowadays these musicians, they only go to Australia, London, America, Canada. And they come back and say they are world renowned.
Parts of the world renowned.
That's what they were.
Let's get into a segment. I'm sure, Dalreen, you'll really like this game. It's called Kinky. So I have 3 questions. I'm going to ask all 3. You'll walk away with a gift from Midnight Divas if the one who is answering is very truthful.
Don't look at me like
I'm
that.
just, I'm just
All that
saying.
questions
You're with the leopard print, that's why. Here we go. Naughty books or naughty movies?
Naughty movies.
Not to movies,
Neither.
Regret sleeping with someone or regret never trying?
Regret never trying.
Who did you try?
Can I tell you
Yeah.
that? No way.
Who were you trying to try on?
Not really bad.
Yeah.
I was joking.
Sleep is the most important thing, so it doesn't matter. With
There's
whom or without.
nothing beyond that, yeah.
regret never, I think.
What did you say?
Sleeping is the most important thing. There's nothing beyond that. Older partner or younger partner?
I think younger.
Younger, yeah.
Also younger.
Very good.
Now too old to look for even younger older.
You never know.
No way.
The market is very diverse now. I'm telling you, Darren, just put yourself out there. Well, I'm going to, well, it seems like Benji is just bouncing off one tree to another. But if the swing is still on, this box is all yours.
My gosh.
Yes, yes, he deserves that.
No. It was interesting talking to you and answering.
Let's get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Do stick around. This is A Day to Done. Found some pictures and I want to know the stories behind them. This is on our segment, What's on Their Facebook. All right, looking at some of the pictures that I have, the whole fact of how Benji performs is here.
Oh, my. I remember the show.
Do you remember where this was? I know this is Rajita who is
Yeah.
singing.
At his show.
Okay. And for those, just because we are at Cinnamon Grand, this is Shohan Chandaram who's in the corner here. He's also there.
And I know the song. I think he sang Midnight Special.
Oh, okay. Tell me about this picture.
Oh,
Who are the
that's
ones who are on
Ryan
it?
Priyanti.
That was a lineup that we
Lotus.
toured Nairobi and
Okay.
that circuit.
So this is
Priyanti,
that's
Yeah.
Priyanti.
Raja
Where are you?
Jalaluddin. I mean,
I'm not
this corner.
This one is you?
Yeah,
And where's Benji?
Benji is there.
Next to Harsha. Next to Priyanti or next to Harsha?
This is Benji?
No, no.
No, next to that.
Next, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
really? Oh, how hair really does play a big part. There you go. I think this is your comeback. When you all came back, this is on the Sunday Times actually. This was in 2006 because the date is given.
This is
That's
Amazing Grace.
Amazing
We
Grace.
had a show.
Reunion.
Right, you all at a concert?
Yeah.
Okay. This picture is absolutely gorgeous.
That is, yeah. Same
Who
thing,
is
Lotus, yeah. Is
Who-
Raja, Priyanti.
Where is
That
this? What's this band?
This was in Nairobi, I think, Benji. This, let's see. I think,
Let
yeah.
me see.
This was in Nairobi, I think. No? Oh, Italy.
No, this was in Nairobi. Yeah. This was in Nairobi.
And Dalreen, what is this?
My first
This is
English
Nairobi.
CD, Lady Bump.
Lady Bump.
Lady Bum.
You remember that song? Lady Bump.
Lady-
Lady
Yeah.
Bump.
And that was released here?
Yeah, local.
And did it go international?
No,
But it traveled with you wherever you
no,
went.
like that became my theme song.
Lady Bump.
Was this done? Who recorded it here? Dalreen? Torana had it or? No.
My own label.
Your own lip. Yeah.
This is a press ad?
Yeah, one other press ad.
And what was this for? This is for
Unilevers and
Ponds.
Ponds,
Dream Flowers.
talc.
Yeah. And how big was the modeling career for you?
Very big. I did so much face ad. I was called the Nivea girl. I was called the face of Ponds. That's in the Middle East. That's when I started wearing all these.
Turbans and everything. And a lot of people think that you wear turbans and wigs because you don't have hair.
Yes,
But you have hair.
I have loads of hair. That's falling all over the place.
That's the problem. They have killed her, they have got her bald, they have done everything.
Everything.
Yeah. At least now you know that you'll be missed when you're dead. That's a good feeling. What's this? Who is
That's
this?
the original lineup of the Amazing Grace.
It's the original lineup of Amazing Grace.
And how many years ago was this?
73.
This is early 70s.
Wow.
Can you recognize?
73, yeah?
Okay, let me just try. I think this is Alston Koch.
No.
No.
Joy Lewis.
Joey Louise.
Failed on the first attempt.
No, you're worse than me. You're saying, gosh.
Tony
Yeah,
De
it's
Silva.
Koch, right?
Tony,
That is Tony De Silva.
me, and Donald.
I look different completely.
Oh God, you all look so innocent.
Of course we were. Oh,
That
yes.
was a wedding.
Wow.
That's the guy who is sick at the moment.
Oh.
Yes. And being a bit stubborn, no?
Very stubborn. He's
Yeah.
waiting for me for lunch. He gave me a call.
Poor soul, he really does love you. It's 4:30 while they're shooting. This man is starving and waiting for you. And you are taking your own cool time here. Well, at least he loves you.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. And
Very,
you love
very-
him.
yes, I love him.
Yeah.
I've never been unfaithful.
Yeah.
Never.
Oh, I know. That's
You
very
know?
good.
Yeah.
Dalreen, you're classic, Dalreen. I'm so happy that you were able to go back in time and look at some good times with your fellow mates.
They are very nice guys.
And that's the most important
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I think I first met Benji as you returned. You came on one of our music shows
Yeah.
long years ago. Yeah. When your hair was more wild.
Yes.
Yeah.
And colored.
Yeah, it's still there. It's still colored. Yeah. But don't you think that era of celebrating a good night of good music, a good live band is dying now?
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
that-
moving into more.
Oh, is it that we are getting older and we feel that it's dying?
No, I just feel I'm not old.
No, I'm talking about like, okay,
But I just feel like things are now changing. It's more, it's a different type of
They start
fun.
the night with the baila.
Yeah.
So
That's
they're
very
tired.
That is it depends on the crowd
Yeah.
and the audience. Those days we had a different
Yeah.
audience.
But it's good. You all have great memories, and I think you all have set standards and up to date. People talk about you all. Like I say, like the type of stardom the people got when they were on TV, like Dalreen, Noeline, and people like that,
Yes.
who had a presence on screen. Nobody today can touch that because it was worshipped, because they had such an impact. And that's kind of like the performances that you all did, the tours that you all had are dreams today. And which is amazing. Well, thank you so very much for coming, for sharing stories. But you all are still busy, you all are still performing.
Yeah.
And where are you all performing now these days?
We're at the Sky Lounge, that's at the Kingsbury.
Kingsbury.
Right.
And also we
We
were
were
at the
playing
Curve.
at the Curve also, but they are under repairs
That's where I
now.
met DANU last.
Yes. So you all are just, today you all are busy.
The thing is, musicians, they can't give up.
That is true. But
That
how
is-
were the vibes with you all? They were understanding?
Yeah, yeah.
Tough, no? That's a tough balance. Family, traveling.
Without their support, I don't think we will come this
No,
Yeah,
far.
without
that is
him.
true. So that is why DANU, I cannot forget what he has done. He's given me my freedom and to go anywhere I wanted. So I thank you.
Chane.
Like now even Dalreen is planning something for us in Maldives. We're just talking.
Very good. Well, superb.
Yeah.
Keeping yourself busy is always good. And also, music never dies. All right, on that note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you so very much, guys, for being here.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
DANU, so much. Having
Absolutely
a
a
chat with
pleasure.
you.
Anytime. We will see you soon. Till then, you keep smiling. It's a wrap on the show. This is David.